Great day, everybody, and great day. How's everybody doing on today? Just want to come on and remind everybody just how important today is. Today is the first day of 2021. Now, listen, all of us have said something about 2020, and we couldn't wait for it to get out of the way. And today I'm coming on because we all said that, but now it's 2021. So my question is, what are we going to focus on this Friday Focus? What are we going to focus on this Friday Focus, Marion? What are you going to talk about? What are you going to have us do? Are you going to tell us to go out and do something? I'm just going to ask you to focus on one thing and one thing only. I want you to focus on one thing and one thing only. And I want you to determine by the end of this time together whether or not you are the fruit or the actual tree. Are you fruit or are you the tree? That's the only thing I want you to focus on for this Friday Focus. And I'm going to get you there and I'm going to give you some hints so you can discover some characteristics you can use in order for you to determine if you are the fruit or the tree. Welcome everyone that's coming in. Make sure you tell me who you are and what city and state. I am elated to have this time with you. Hey, Lovey. Today, of course, as I said, it is the first day of 2020, the first day of 2021. We're done with 2020. We're over it, right? Like we went through whatever. And one thing I want to tell people is people say, "Oh, how you can be so positive with all the stuff that's going on." Don't get me wrong. Y'all know I'm a spiritual being. Y'all know that I'm a healer, that I'm a spiritualist. You know that. You know who I am. So definitely I can feel the shifting that happened and the mundaneness that occurred in 2020. I peace and blessings and more life and memories of the persons who have not survived the pandemic, the effects of the pandemics. I have friends right now that are dealing with COVID. And this morning, doing my mastermind, one of them just told me that they were still on the back end of the COVID diagnoses. So they're back. They were talking on the mastermind this morning. Yep, I was in a mastermind this morning and I was in a meditation event that I do every year with Agape International Spiritual Center. I did all that before I got on here with y'all. So I'm really fired up. So if I talk fast, y'all better slow me down. So I just really want to do it. Okay, somebody said, I am really the fruit. All fruits ripe. Okay, all right, muscle man. We're going to find out if after I give you these characteristics, will you shift over or will you stay there? I like it. I like it. It sounds good. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, I see a Facebook user that says they're a tree. I see Amina. I see Cheryl. I see Sade. And I see a bunch of other folks. Thanks for being here. If this is your first time ever hearing me, my name is Marion Sister Afua. I am a holistic prosperity lifestyle alchemist. I use my intuitive gifts, abilities, knowledge, skills of over 30 years to support you and guide you into recapturing your life that allows you to have holistic prosperity. What is holistic prosperity, Marion? Holistic prosperity simply means that I'm showing you how to take the 6 core life structures based upon my experience, proven results from thousands of people, and I show you how to take those 6 life structures and take a seat in your life and coast through. And that means I'm talking about your emotional mental status. I'm talking about your career or business. I'm talking about your finances. I'm talking about your physical health. I'm talking about your spirituality. So if you can get all those things in a harmonic exchange, then you will find yourself having a life what is called, like my company, an exponential existence, one where you have rewarding and reciprocating relationships, one where you are able to have financial assurances. You know, we got caught up in this whole thing about being secure, but we really want to have assurances. That means if something is assured, right, that there's a process, there's a given proven process, you know how it's going to flow out. So definitely you want to have financial assurances, and you also want to be able to tap into your innate information awaiting manifestation, that I am the spirituality of yourself, whatever that is for you. Tap into the spiritualness within inside of you, activate it, and get into action. Absolutely, positively. So it is. Oh, wow. Y'all got me talking already. I feel like I've been talking forever, but I'm loving this. So today, again, the question I'm asking you to think about, are you the fruit or the tree? Let me know what city and state you're listening in at, and we're going to get started. I trust that everyone is doing well on this great day. You got a new perspective. Some of us have made resolutions, and we talked about resolutions, yesterday. I talked about, do more than just make a resolution. right? Do more than make a resolution. Go ahead and plan it out. Put action steps behind that resolution. How are you going to reduce your physical mass? How are you going to choose healthier options for eating, right? Healthier options for eating. How are you going to save more money? How are you going to create a business? How give the actual steps. And you want to give yourself a timeline. That's my quick recap. If you want to know more, I'm giving away 20-minute sessions to talk to you. Yep, that's all it needs for me to help you, give you some brainstorming, because I don't play. I don't need to know your story. I just need to know where you want to go. And I'm going to show you how to, draw your roadmap to get there. And if you like it, then you can go ahead. If you want me to ride along with you, we can talk about that too. But I really want us to think about, what are we doing? So right now in the comments, let me know how you doing. If you let me know how you doing. Is it a 1? I'm still stuck in 2020 blues, or is it a 10? Hey, I got a new year, new attitude. I'm hearing Patti LaBelle in my head. I got a new attitude. Right? Let me know where you at on the scale of 1 to 10. Where are you at right now on this first day of 2020? Hey, cuz, thanks for stopping in. And so let me know where exactly you are on today. Where are you? Are you a 10? Are you a 1? Are you a 2? Are you 3, 4, 5? Right? Let us know where you are. And then based upon that, if you see someone type anything less than a 7, I need 3 people to go to their comment that is less than a 7. And I need 3 people to tell them everything is good. Everything is good. Rise it up. Rise it up. Everything is good. Just type everything is good or rise it up. We're going to raise it up. Whatever you need to give them a word of encouragement. I want 3 people to go to everyone who posts anything less than 7. I need you to go and give them some encouragement. Not me, not Marion. I need you to go and give them some encouragement. Go and give them some encouragement. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel funny. Yes, you try. Lisa, you said you was just trying to get the darn song out of my head. So, hey, great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. And we're both musical people. So what do you expect? Right? What do you expect? What do you expect? So what's your number 1 to 10 on how you're coming into this new year? We are what? How many? It's 3:00 here. My mind is off. I'm talking to people overseas. So my hours are off. So I wanted you to think about that. Remember, if you see any number on our comments that is less than a 7, go to them and give them some encouragement. I need 3 people to go and give them some encouragement. And why do I want you to give them some encouragement? I want you to give them some encouragement so they know they're not alone. So they know that it's okay to not be a 10 today. It's okay not to be a 9, a 8, a 7, a 5, 4, 3. But if you are down there, we need to get you up. We need to raise your frequency, raise your vibration. You need some love. You need some support. You need some know-how. You need just an acknowledgement that you are there. You'll be surprised how many people don't get a touch every day. And now with the pandemic, it's even family members are not touching each other. So today we are going to figure out, are you the fruit or the tree? I'm going to test you out too. This is also going to test you out too. Yay, 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 yay. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, good. So now my next question is for y'all, because, before we get into the characteristics, I want to make sure y'all clear, right? So everybody said everything is good. So now I want you to be bold and brazen. I want you to push past the normal mindset that tells us that when we have something we're going to do, we got to keep it and move in silence. Yeah, you got to move in silence to a certain degree. But in here today, I want us to think about, before I give you these characteristics, I want you to put down, how is 2021 going to be different for you? How is 2021 going to be different from 2020? For me, 2021 is going to be different because I have some major life changes in my life. 2021 is going to be different for me because I am revamping and intensifying what I've been doing and what was revealed to me about my business, my life, my spirituality, my health, my employment and my business, my finances. I'm taking all the things that were revealed, all the strengths that I acknowledged, all the challenges that I had, and I'm going to use that and leverage it in 2021, starting today. I'm going to keep the same rhythm that I desire from my results in 2021, and I'm going to multiply them by 100. I'm intensifying, which going to tell you now, my thing is that my goal for 2021 is to minimally, which I know I will probably exceed it going off the past years, but I want to affect 10,000 people between now and April. 10,000 people. I want to guide and support them to restructure, release, rebuild their lives in such a way that they can really truly have what they desire for themselves. We don't want to say that word. We want to say, "Oh, I'm going to be happy in 2021." Okay, well, are you going to be happy in every level of your life or just in one level? Well, I'm going to be wealthier. Okay, you're going to be wealthier only in one level of your life. What is that wealthy? What's that number? Like, let's get specific. We got a tendency of saying things that are just kind of like, "Oh, what you gonna do? I'm gonna lose weight." Okay, well, how much you gonna lose, and by what time? Like, is it every month you're gonna drop 2 pounds? Is it every 6 months you're gonna drop 5 pounds? Is it that you're gonna right? So that we can all hold each other accountable and we can be a friend and family member together. That's what's happening. We can't go into a big room anymore. I can't stand. I'm not going to be on the stage of 1,000 people, 5,000 people anymore. But I can still affect people because I know what my desire is. My desire is to impact and influence people so that they remember their original assignment and they are able to have holistic prosperity. When people ask me, "What is your purpose?" I say, "Get quiet, go within." Absolutely. Get quiet and go within. People say, "Oh, well, your purpose is the thing that wakes you up in the morning." Yeah, that is your purpose. But your purpose is also going to be identified by the actions that you take and the things that you're drawn to, the people that you have in your community. Hmm. Some of us want to work like an island. But here's what I discovered about an island. Listen, I'm a geek. I watch documentaries, I read books, I think about all the things and make connections to them. But here's the thing. If you are an island, where are islands typically located? In the middle of the ocean. And if they're in the middle of the ocean, what's in the ocean? Life. Yeah. And even on that island itself, it has earth. And within that earth, there is life. And within that island, with the earth on top of the ocean, right? Connected to the ocean, there is also animals. And what are they? They're life. And so if we begin to think about that, life is everywhere. Life is everywhere. So even as an island, you are connected by the life that is within you. Ooh, some of us forget about that. Life is within you, around you, and on you because you are life. You cannot escape other life. I know it might have been a little bit too much for y'all right here this early this morning on this day, but I'm just saying that's how I'm rolling. I told y'all I have been up since my first appointment was at 5:15 this morning. Yep, I worked today. My first appointment was with a client at 5:15. I got on the call at 7 a.m. to do the meditation program. I got done with that, went right into at 10 a.m. Went right into the program, the Global Mastermind. And so I'm ready. But I wrote this out last night, so y'all work with me. The thing about the island just popped in there, so work with me. All right. So what are you going to do different? What are you resolving to do and make sure everything has happened? I'm not going to take no more. Let me see. Can I get this up on the screen? I'm not going to take no more stuff off of men. Learn to stop letting my kids stress me out and go back to school. Absolutely, positively. So let's do it. And Malika, please go to my website. Please go ahead and click. And I want you to connect with me. And I want to support you in putting together a plan that's going to hold you accountable. Please, 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 please do that. Please make sure you do that. And I'm going to put this up. Here it is right here. Everybody that's here on this call, you go ahead and go to my site. You don't have to charge me anything. I'm not going to harass you. Trust me when I say I am not going to harass you, and I'm not going to be calling you, emailing you, anything like that until you ask me to. Right? All right. Next person says, I'm going to be being authentic of who I am at all times. I love that. I love that. Somebody else is saying has specific intent. Absolutely. If that's a beautiful thing, because most of us don't do that. Most of us are just saying, oh, whatever comes, I'm going to come. To be different because I have new energy to master. Absolutely, positively. Oh, I like how that feels. I like that. And get clear. What are you going to do? Now that you got to master this energy, what's going to happen as a result of you mastering that energy? All right. Thank you all for participating. But this is the things that I'm saying when we start growing and expanding to ask yourself, are you a fruit or are you a tree? Right? It starts with you having a greater level of belief that what you say you're going to do, you can do. I know it's difficult. I've been there, done that. Even now, even today when they called on me in the global thing, I was nervous and I talk all the time. But what it was is what they asked me was something that made me have to put it out there and then hold myself accountable. Because now that I've said it, I got to do it. It doesn't mean I can't alter it and change it. It just means that I need to genuinely put effort behind it first. Where your energy goes, where your focus goes is where your energy goes. And where your energy goes is that's what's going to produce a result. That's nothing new. But that's real talk, real energy, real focus, real drive that we have to start looking at. We have to increase a greater level of belief in the things we say we're going to do. I shared with my actual community, my family members. I said to them, I said, I broke down last week, Sunday, because I said, gee, I am actually becoming what I have said, what I believe, right? And what I do. You have what you believe, say, and practice. If you say that you are a business owner, I say I'm a lead. You have what you believe, say. I say I'm a business owner. I say I'm a healer. I say that I'm a mother. I say that I'm a wife. I say you should start behaving in that manner, even if you're not. Because what you're going to do is those thoughts are going to start sending out that energy, that vibrational frequency is going to go forth, and you're going to find yourself affecting. Those ripples are going to start affecting people, places, and circumstances. So let me back up in when I say about a ripple. Imagine with me a rock being thrown into a lake, a water, a pond, and it makes that splash. But have you ever noticed that ripples come after the fact? Those ripples are the memories of the intention of that initial act. So once you say it and you start believing it, you've already started a chain reaction that you cannot deny. Some of us want to abort the mission as soon as the rock goes. Oh, I'm done. I did it. No, let's follow through with the ripples and enjoy the effect of it. Absolutely, positively, so it is. Absolutely. Well, that felt good to me. So increasing your level of belief in what it is you're doing and why you're doing it. Number two, you're going to put yourself and look at mindset. People have been talking about mindset for years. I've been doing this, I realize, for over 13 years now. When I first got my first message, it said, it's all inside of you, and that's not my reality. When I got that 13 years ago, and I've been growing it ever since. It's an inside job, been growing it. Now I understand it because I'm mastering the components behind that saying. So your mindset, your thoughts are powerful. I told you, Negro College Fund used to say, your mind is a terrible thing to waste because they know that if someone can capture your mind, they can capture your vision, they can capture your mission, they can destroy your values, they can stop you from making movements. It is thought. And that's not your brain. Your mind is not your brain. So your mindset, the way in which you perceive information, the way in which you process information, the thoughts that you have, the habits that you create. And that's the next part of that. After your mindset, you got to have habits that match what your mindset says. Just type of one if you ever had a habit that doesn't benefit you. Type of one if you have a habit that doesn't benefit you or you had a habit in the past. If you had a habit that no longer benefits you, just type a one in the group. I can tell you that I have. I can tell you that I have. I've had a habit that wasn't beneficial. Absolutely, positively, so it is. I had a habit called procrastination. I had a habit that was called let's delegate it. Everything, because I ain't gonna do nothing and then get mad when they don't do it right because they don't know what they do it. I had a habit of shrinking. Me. I had a habit of shrinking around people. Yeah, because I didn't want people to say, oh, she's too smart. She knows everything. Right? I didn't want to, I was living out of the trauma of my past, and I was negating my power and my position that I was placed in purposefully by the divine. So we've all had habits, but now when you get into this moment to determine if you are a tree or a fruit, I want you to consider your mindset, and I want you to think about the habits that you have. Do they match your mindset? If your mindset that you're unstoppable, that you're invincible, that you are purpose walking on steroids, that you are invincible, that you are a soul stirring individual, that you are a magnanimous being, do your habits match that? You are a multimillionaire, you are a billionaire, you are a thriver, you are a striver, all the things we say. I said we say. But do our habits match it? Do we have a daily ritual by which we start our day and end our day the same way? Do we have a process that places us into my third part of this, which is the community? Are you in communities that can support you in forming and keeping your habits that are bringing you benefit? We all have had, we all just said, a bunch of y'all just said you have had a habit that did not benefit you. Can you imagine if you put that same energy into a habit that does benefit you, where you will end up? You got your mind right, and you're doing habits. I'm still on you have what you believe, say, and practice. What you're saying is your mindset. What you're doing or practicing is your habits. How do you wake up every morning? How do you close down? How do you bring in new clients? How do you keep your clients? How do you communicate with other businesses? How do you get the support you need to make sure that your emotional mental is correct, that your spirituality paradigm area is intact and moving, that your physical wellness and health is well, that your spirituality is awakened and activated, that your finances are in order? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get there. Y'all know I got to talk about money. I got to. I sent out my money plan reminders today, and somebody emailed me back and said, "Why you got to crush all my goals?" Right? Because I know that what happens is, especially with us about to get this nationwide stimulus, I don't care if it's 600 or 2,000. If you don't plan it out, if you don't have a plan, if your habits are not going to support you when that money comes in, it will not benefit you. Sidebar, it will not. It will be temporary, and it won't have a long-term effect. So again, looking at your habits, your mindset, and the community that you're in as well. We're determining if we are the fruit or if we're the tree. Those of you that are coming in, I am Dr. Marion Sister Fuller. I am a holistic prosperity lifestyle alchemist, and I'm here sharing with you today to determine whether or not we are tree or fruit, and how we're going to navigate through this beautiful 2021. This 2021. We're going to do that because we want to begin to look for aliveness, alertness, being more aware, more alert, more activated, more engaged. I noticed a trend on social media where people are commenting on posts, but they're not liking it or leaving a emoji. They're just commenting because we all need to talk, because we can't connect and interact like we used to at the levels we used to, right? Connections are important. That's another part of this process to determine if you're a tree or a fruit. What are your connections? Where are you connecting at? Are you connecting when someone comes to you, or are people coming to you to connect? Or is there a free exchange of both of them happening simultaneously? Right? Are you getting the rewarding and reciprocating relationships? Those are connections, right? And then are you growing? Do you grow? Or do you grow and create something and then you just stop? Or are you in a continual process of growth? Again, if any of this is striking you, I just want to give you a little something to think about. What are we doing differently in 2021? Are we the fruit or are we the tree? Right? Are you really tapping into the habits, the beliefs, and practices that are going to support you in your 2021 vision, goals, and practices? If not, guess what? We can talk about it. We can build community. I got one. You can come in my community. And guess what? You become a family member. And once you're in our community, you see what you like, what you can contribute, and do it. That's what it's about. Because everybody in our family is stressing on the fact that we want something bigger, better, and greater. You have to make sure that your goals are matching up with the life you say you want to live. If you tell me you want to be a multi-millionaire and every time you get money, you spend it, something isn't correct. It's not balanced. It's not lined up. So when you are getting money, you got to pay yourself first. Oh no, I got all these bills. You understand? You understand? You got no. I haven't always been financially assured. It took me time to develop finances that allowed me to do that. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I know what food stamps is like. Honey, I went to the welfare building in very fancy attire, trying to look different, trying to look poor so I can sign up for food stamps when I was raising my children. Before I got the epiphany about the importance of trusting myself and believing in myself. How many of you can understand what I'm saying? That we've all may have had a low point. If you've ever had a low point, just say it's me. A low point where you had to look up and say, I got to do something different than this. And there go, I was born as an entrepreneur because that's who I should have been in the first place. Because I had to have a heart to heart talk with myself and understand that I never want to be in a position where I can feed my children minimally and then I wait for them to leave scraps so I can eat. I don't want that again. So I put things into place. I made connections. I chose to connect and allocate funds and money so that I would never have to do that again. People say, oh, no, she ain't telling her. Yeah, I'm going to tell my story before somebody else tell my story. You should get in the habit of that too. Don't be ashamed of your low point. Be ashamed when you don't do anything to remove it or to change it. No judgment, no harm, no foul. Right? No judgment, no harm, no foul. You have to make sure that you are aligning yourself with your goals and your targets, your community, your mindset, your habits with the life you say you want. If you're afraid to spend $1 or to invest in yourself to do better, how can you turn into a multimillionaire? How can you raise your credit score? How can you have a quality relationship if you don't want to invest in yourself? Investment doesn't always have to be monetary. Your second greatest asset is your time. If you dedicate time to getting yourself around other people who are doing what you want, what you want to do, you desire to do, because desire supersedes want. A lot of us want stuff. But when you desire something, no matter what happens, you're constantly going to be trying to figure out how to get there. That's in that book, Think and Grow Rich, right? We've talked about that also. Desire supersedes a want. And many of us are taught not to desire something unless it's something sexual or sensual or seedy. So I invite you to consider, are you the fruit of the tree? And I'm going to tell you right now, right? Your purpose for being here is based upon your, what I call your original assignment. The assignment that is innately within you, that is pulling you, yearning you, causing you to be to seek out certain information, certain type of people, certain type of locations. That's part of your purpose. It's telling you, hey, we need to be engaged in this thing. Not living in fear to tell me, oh no, it's not the time. I'm too old, too young, it's too soon. I'm gonna wait till my children get done. I'm gonna wait till I get my taxes. I'm gonna wait until I get my bonus. I'm gonna wait until I leave. I'm gonna wait. All of those wait moments that have no real foundation to them, that's what we want to avoid. That's just delaying. Or maybe you go and you start a business and you make a couple $100 and you can pay your car notes and you stop, right? And then you do it again. One of my best most productive clients. He has far exceeded me. When he started with me, he was getting what's called disability or SSI or something like that. And when he got this, he had this business idea that was great. And so we worked on it. He came and he did a mastermind with me. When he got his taxes, he came and did a mastermind with me, which is a weekend where I come together with some other people that support me in different areas of business. And we worked with him for a weekend. And when we were working together on that weekend, we discovered and set up his business and he started implementing. And he called me like 2 weeks later and was like, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I gotta drop out your group. I can't do this no more. I said, why? He said, well, I made almost $6,300 over the last 2 weeks. I can't make this kind of money and still keep getting my check. And I said, well, how much was your check? He said something like 900 and something dollars a month. I said, okay, let's do the math. 9 times 7 is 63. So you made 7 times what you were getting from the government, and you afraid to make this $6,300 because you might lose your check. So then I knew it wasn't about him not having the ability to make the money. It was him being trapped. Have you ever been trapped? Can y'all relate to this story? Hey, put a 5 in the room if you can relate to this story. Put a 5 if you can relate to this story. This man was getting $900 a month from the government to sit at home and not use the brilliant, the talents, the skills that he had, right? Because of an accident. He came and did a weekend, VIP weekend with me, intensive with me and my team. And made $6,300 in 2 weeks after that, right? $6,300 after that, 2 weeks, within 2 weeks, called me and was ready to stop everything that was working. Y'all getting this? Stop everything that was working because he was afraid to let that check go. So then I knew it wasn't about him not having the ability to do it. What it was that he was in a state of fear and he was holding on to security because he didn't trust himself to continue to be able to do that. He didn't believe really in the product enough to keep rinsing and repeating that process over and over again. Thanks for joining me, everyone that's here. We have to understand that this is much bigger than just saying, I'm gonna open up a business, I'm gonna change my lifestyle. It is holistic. Every area of your life has to be in communication with itself and complementing itself. And the goals and objectives and the processes that we are using have to be aligned to that ultimate goal. If you want a relationship, you can't be late to everything. You can't be half sometimes answering the phone. You can't be grumpy. You can't just want people to give and do things for you, but you never reciprocate. What kind of relationship? That's not a relationship. Relationships means you relate. Give and take. Absolutely, positively, so it is. So if you have what you believe, say, and practice, and you become that very thing, that comes with the up leveling of your belief. That comes with raising up your, changing and altering your mindset. It comes with creating habits, a system of habits that supports that belief, that support your mindset shift, that supports you growing and expanding. Hello, hint, hint. It supports you in being deeply rooted in fertile ground that allows you to pull the nutrients and the resources that you need to you so that you can grow, and then you start dropping fruit. Those are your results. But once the results are out there, you got to keep producing to get those same results over and over again. Because once the fruit drops, it's going to sit there. If no one picks it up, what happens with that fruit? No one may not even know that it's there. And so after time, it begins to die. And it starts the whole process over again, becomes fertilizer. But if that fruit falls and someone picks it up and they are enjoying the benefits of whatever fruit you produce, and then they find the seed of it and they plant it in their life, and they notice that it is also taking root and that it's also developing and growing and producing more fruit. See? Are you a tree or a fruit? Tell me right now, are you a tree or are you fruit? Are you the tree in this present moment? In this present moment, up until this present moment where we're talking, were you the tree or have you been the fruit? What have you been up until this point? Tree or fruit? tree or fruit? That's what I want you to think about. Because it's not so much about, oh, it's right or wrong. It's more about having an assessment. Listen, I'm borrowing this from my sister girl. She said, have a conscious evaluation. No, conscious observation and a kind evaluation of what you observe. We're just sitting here observing our life and we're saying, are we walking around here with a low level of belief? No desire, but a bunch of wants. Is our mindset back and forth? Huh? Is our mindset back and forth? Do we have habits that don't benefit us in play? They contradict what we say we believe and what we desire and what we say our mindset is. That's why I say I want to chat with people. I want to have conscious, honest, authentic talks with people so that you can understand that I'm not trying to feel you. We got enough fluff going around. Yeah, we got enough of that. It's time for us to buckle down and get some real support for one another and make it happen. Yeah. Up until this moment, have you been a tree or have you just been fruit? Are you the result with no action, nobody not attracting anyone to pick you up, multiply you, use you in multiplicity of ways, or are you just being the tree that's producing fruit that people are coming to on a regular basis to get your fruit? Yeah, I forgot to say below the belt, so I apologize. I'm not in my regular family meeting, so I'm extending it to the community, so I kind of forgot to say below the belt. That means this might hit you kind of hard. I had to get there as well. And if you over here stressing, whenever you stress, that means the quality of what you're doing is not going to be the best. When you overstress, it's never your best work. It's never your best presentation. When you are not authentic, it's not your best presentation. Some people say to me, "Oh, I like you because, you just real talk and you raw." But then some people say they don't want to be bothered with me. Huh? So we have to ask ourselves, where are we going? How are we going to get there? And what are we willing to do today? Because I'm about to wrap it up. Some people don't want to tell me if they're the tree or the fruit, and that's okay. But you know in yourself, know for yourself. Stop running from this. Listen, the only way you're going to do it is when you recognize what it is you need to change or adjust. We don't always have to throw away stuff. Sometimes we just need to remodel it or restructure it. You know, I found a chair. It was kind of ugly, but I love the wood. So I looked up how to reupholster the seats in the back of the chair. And I'm gonna use it for my next event. Like the event in March, I'm going to be showing people that chair because I had it specifically designed so that I can use it as a physical model to show people how you take a seat in your life when you're in a harmonic exchange with your spirituality, your finances, your education, career, job, your relationships, your physical health, your emotional mental status, and your spirituality. I wanted to do that because my mind is constantly on how do I bring more people to a level of conscientiousness about their behaviors and support them in manifesting what they want. See, I'm not a funny person. I got a client, as I said, I have a client right now. They are super rich. They are super wealthy, right? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, right? Because they were willing to do something even maybe I wasn't able to do. Or maybe their product and their particular product is a product that people are buying into and it hit right on time when COVID hit. This man is doing, 10 figures in his business. He's about to do a connection with the Amazon man. Bravo. I'm excited. I love it. I'm honored that I was part of that stimulus process for him. Everything you desire, everything you want to do in your life begins and ends with you. You are your greatest asset. People like myself or other mentors, coaches, and trainers do, all we're doing is being the stimuli to get you started. So then once you get that momentum, we're going to come and keep you with the momentum, and then you're going to do what you got to do. But you got the real code and formula. We just need you to structure it in such a way to ensure the results you desire. You are the tree, you are the producer. And the benefit is that you see the benefits of your work all over the place. And for us in real life, unlike a tree, we get compensation. And for most of us, that means we want a house, a car, we want money in the bank. And I'm gonna tell you, the next person that says this craziness about I ain't worried about no money. Money don't excite me. I don't want to hear that. Because you're lying. I'm gonna put my voice like my uncle. You're lying. If money does not excite you, you tell me. No, if you do not want money, just say no money in the chat room right now. If you're a person who does not care about money, who money cannot assist you in having the life that you want and desire, right? That you want to have and desire. If money is not, type that in there. Not me. No money. Just put no money. But I know if right now I did like I did in my event, and I tell people, the first 10 people that can tell me, first 10 people to come up. Okay, let's keep it real, Erica. It's called motivation. It's called motivation. You're going to do something but not get any type of reward? How long is that going to last? I don't need to pedal back every now and then, but it looks nice when I go. Like, when I can say, give a gift out or go send my mama something or take a trip. Hey, come on, Erica. So let's get away from this ideology that tells us that we cannot have the things that we desire. But it can be done, but it should be done in a proper structure. So are we the tree or are we the fruit? Our goal is to become the tree so we can produce the fruit. That we have a good root system that is in a good community with good resources at the root that can keep producing and having us produce fruit that are viable, that can be multiplied, right? I'm a philanthropist. I say when I do stuff, I do it with intent and purpose of it impacting lives so that somebody else, I'm working with exponential teens now. We started that right in the middle of COVID. We have over 300 teens now that are on our lives, talking about entrepreneurship, talking about, creating formulas and products, and talking about how they feel better and empowered and how they like being different than everyone else. And they're not interested in some of the things and they don't understand and they want to travel. Like that for me, that's a whole nother level of joy because that's a whole generation, maybe even two, because the youngest child is 10. That's a whole nother level of generations that won't have to, work a job for 20, 30 years before they get fed up. They'll create their own. They won't be afraid to communicate and network with people for fear somebody's going to steal, because they're going to know how to protect their property with intellectual property rights. They're going to know how to manage and create wealth and leverage it. That when they turn 18 and their credit score is 750, 800, that they'll know how to use it properly in order to have the life they truly want. They'll know that if they're getting into a sports contract, they'll know how to know the content. This is all the things I'm saying to y'all. This is how you know you're a tree. And I want all of us to be trees and produce viable fruit that can be replicated and repeated. And I want us to have a strong root system. I want you to have a safe place, a safe haven where you can come and you can ask questions. Listen, I told my family the other day, we were having our mentoring program. And I said to them, I said, look, I've paid the money to Tony Robbins, Lisa Nichols, Grant Cardone. I've paid the money to Joe Vitale. I've paid the money to Damon Johns. I've done all that. So now come in the room with me and let me give you the real trickle down effect, because it doesn't benefit me if I can't go back and improve the places that I love and the people that I love. High five me, y'all, if y'all understand what I'm saying. Don't high five it. High five it. This is real interaction. High five it if you understand that you want to come back and you want to be able to affect and influence the communities, the families, the people that you love and care about, the causes that you care about. You want to leave a legacy for the next generation. If that's you, high five me right now in this room. If that's what you want to do, high five me, high five me, high five me right now. I'm willing to do that. Are you willing? Huh? Yes. This is what this is about today. Don't ever think that your vision, your purpose, your mission on this earth, your assignment on this earth should not be worked on. I know yesterday was New Year's Eve and I worked yesterday. You don't have to work like I work. I didn't really work today to me. I was doing what I love to do, which is talk to people and help them understand greater parts of themselves so they can go out here and share with the rest of the world. Because when they do that, it makes it safer, better, and a higher frequency for me and my children and my grandchildren and my great grandchildren. Right? I know it's different because I'm asking y'all to talk back to me. But I'm asking you to talk back to me because I want you to understand that you are living. You are that life. You are alive. You are alive and you are living. You are aware. You are alert. You have a contribution. If you believe that, let me know. And I also invite you to take advantage of this opportunity to have a conversation with me over the next week. Don't wait a month. Come on and get on my calendar now. Tell me, Marion, listen, girl, you said some stuff on that thing about, I want to be a tree. Or Marion, you told me you're going to help me create a plan that's going to help me make sure I stick to what I said I would like to focus on first for 2021. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do with you. I want to be able to support you and guide you to you because you have the language inside of you that's going to unlock the code for you to have the life you want and desire and leave a legacy of the same. That's it. Everybody, I am Marian, Sister Afua of Exponential Existence. This has been a moment of a Friday focus. So your Friday focus is to determine, are you the fruit? Or are you the tree? Are you focused on being the tree? Or are you focused on just being fruit? This is not a one-off. Your life is not a one-off. You don't have to sneak a little bit of goodness. You can create the goodness and you can enjoy it and relish it. Absolutely, positively, so it is. Ooh, that felt good to me. It's because I believe that. You know, I don't want to, I didn't want to drive my car around my friends for a long time when I first got I had it when I was with my husband. They didn't care about that. But when I got some things, some people changed. That's not on me, that's on them. I'm still the same person. But what they couldn't handle was that I was in a more harmonic state. So what used to bother me, what I used to allow doesn't, the same thing will happen for you when you really choose your life as a tree, productive, growing, producing fruits that is impactful, big, right? Riding the ripples, impacting all the way around for generations to come. Absolutely you can. I know a sister that makes soap. And I said, do you tell people you make, well, no, people just know I do this. And I had to tell her my story. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? Y'all tell me, say, hey, just say, hey, if you still with me. Say I got 11 people looking at me. Just say, hey, I see y'all on YouTube. I see y'all on Facebook. I see y'all. Periscope. I see y'all. Right? I know. But whatever you, not Marion, not your mama, not your daddy, not your boyfriend, your wife, your cousin, your boss, right? You have to determine what it is you value and then prioritize it and align it with your goals that matches your mindsets, your habits, and your beliefs and put yourself in a community that's going to support you with that. How about that? How about that? Let's have a conscious, honest, authentic talk. Go to that link that's here on the screen and let's have a conversation. You ain't got to pay for it. This time, you don't have to pay for it because it's all about what you choose. Because trust me when I say, your life, the way you want it to be, has to occur because of your choice. It doesn't happen by chance. It is happening because people make a choice. People make a choice. I don't know if y'all know who Anthony Trucks is, right? He talked about how, when he stopped doing football, he felt like he just died inside. And it cost him his marriage, his money, and everything else. So then he went into personal development and started going to seminars and things like that. Now this man is doing the same thing, showing other people how to avoid dying inside. So many of us are dying. 2021 is about life. It's about change. It's about expansion. 5, 5, 5, 5. We're in the age of Aquarius. That's water. Water is refreshing. It's gonna replenish you. It's gonna relax you. So let's go into 2021 ready to be a tree, to be nurtured, to water the seeds that we've been planting in 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, and back. Let's bring those fruits and create some new seeds and let's nurture them and let's grow them. And let's be producers of the things we desire. Be producers of the things you desire, the life that you desire. It is your choice. You have to make the choice, no one else. People can block you, they can slow you down, they can distract you, but you have to choose to be distracted. Huh? Absolutely, positively, so it is. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank y'all for being here with me today. I am Dr. Marian, Sister Afua. I want to invite you again to come in, get to know me, join our communities. Currently, right now, I'm offering this on today. I'm not going to make the offer. If you go to my website, you'll be able to find out more about me, or if you click in my bio, it'll take you to my website. You can learn more about me. But genuinely, my goal is here to help you recapture the life that you desire and want on your terms. And that's a life of holistic prosperity. Not the life that Marian's going to live or that you want. No, right? You don't have to dye your hair purple. You don't have to travel. You don't have to do none of that. You have to do what you need to do to create habits, beliefs, practices, be in a community, right? And raise your level of belief. So yep, you got to type it just like it looks. Chat is lowercase, and then the W and the ME is uppercase. Okay. And I'll type it again here in the group so people can get it. Sometimes it's easier just to click it. I know, right? I'm doing this on my own, y'all. This is what I'm doing, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. All right, this is what I do, but I'm serious about mine. Okay? Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. And when I talked about investing in yourself, and we're gonna wrap this up. But thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Like and share it. Share it out to other people. Let them know. If you're here, if you need to reach out to me, please do so at this link I just dropped in the box. Go ahead and set up a time for us to chat it out. And let's see how we can support you. Even if I can't support you, I may have people that can support you in what you're doing, right? Because there are some things that are not my level of expertise or my best use of my assets. So it's better for me to refer you out to someone that could probably support you. And they know, and people that I know, right? So go ahead and do that. And I'll talk to y'all again soon. And just trust and believe that everything you're looking for, everything you desire, everything that you are seeking in your life is exactly waiting for you. Absolutely, Mr. Palmer, the eye of the tiger, right? Get ready. Stop letting people tell you stop letting people put their problems, their fears, and their chains on you. Oh, well, my pastor, my daddy, my brother, my cousin, my husband, my wife said I shouldn't. You know why? Because they mean well, but they're not understanding your vision. Everybody, even if you're married, your vision may have some complementary areas with your spouse, but sometimes you're going to have to take your vision a different way so that their vision can happen, or vice versa. Your siblings are the same way. So until next time, y'all, thanks for joining me here. Remember, we're striving to be the tree this year in 2021. We're going to be the tree this year in 2021. Connect with me and let's have a conversation of conscious, honest talks. See y'all next time.